Elementary statistic. I want to explain about quantitative and qualitative variable. As I said before, there are two variables, which is qualitative and quantitative variable. Under qualitative, we have nominal and ordinal, and under quantitative, we have discrete and continuous. Nominal variable is a qualitative variable that categorizes or describes or names an element of a population. Ordinal variable is a quantitative variable that incorporates an ordered position or ranking. Discrete variable is a quantitative variable that can assume a countable number of values. Intuitively, a discrete variable can assume values corresponding to a solid point along a line interval. That is, there is a gap between any two. Continuous variable is a quantitative variable that can assume an uncountable number of values. Intuitively, a continuous variable can assume any value along a line interval, including every possible between any two values.
Today we will define what it means for data to be either continuous or discrete, and we will offer some examples of each. We said a set of data is said to be continuous if the value belonging to the set can take on any value within a finite or infinite interval. While on the other hand, a set of data is said to be discrete if the value belonging to the set are distinct and separate. Or the other word, the data can only take certain values. Another way to think about this is continuous data is data that can be measured, while discrete data is data that can be counted. This concept makes little more sense when we consider some examples. Consider the head of the sunflower grown from the seed that is supposed to reach 6 feet or 70 inch tall. We can measure how tall the sunflower is, and we said the head is anywhere from 0 to 70 inch. We know the head therefore can take any value on the interval from 0 to 70. Now let's say you play dice. With one row, you will have either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Unlike continuous data, discrete data cannot be on interval, which makes sense because you can't roll 2.5. In this case, we have 6 distinct values for our 6 different outcomes.
Primary and secondary data. Primary data, a data collected by the investigator himself or herself for a specific purpose. For example, data collected by a student for his or her thesis or research project. Primary data in daily life. A student can collect data specific to the problem she or he is studying. There is no doubt about the quality of the data collected for the student. Secondary data. Secondary data is a data collected for someone else for some other purpose, but being utilized by the investigator for another purpose. For example, census data is used to analyze the impact of education on career choice and earning. Secondary data in real daily life. We as an investigator, or in our case a student, can be relaxed because the data we are studying already there, so we don't have to stress about the data collection. And we are also not personally responsible for the quality of the data.